We gotta kill this music. The party needs to stop. The party's over. The party's over. Let's change song. There we go. Sure, I guess it'll work. The party's over. Godwinson did drop a nuke, several nukes, and the whatever you want to call this sector of YouTube is engulfed in radiation. The nuclear winter is upon us, and I feel it. I think you might feel it as well. I watched the entire Godwinson stream on this guy named Bryan Dunn, or King of Pole. I don't know a whole lot about him, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, what Godwinson did was go way, way, way too far. Okay, this is coming from the perspective of someone that used to be involved in discussing about every little detail about Ethan Ralph in a tabloid sensation. Okay, I stepped away from that. I stepped away from a lot of things that I used to do that were just rolling around the muck of the drama and all that stuff. Okay, I've crossed beyond, and now I'm looking at this from the sidelines as an old man, and I don't understand. I don't really even recognize it. I'm disgusted by what I see. It's like the reason why there's no growth in this sector is because it's not just dead. There's a cancer in it. There's like this toxicity that erodes everything. It just consumes and destroys. And it's Godwinson. It's people like him who do not have any limits as to where they will go. Sure, maybe Brian plays more. I don't know. What I see is absolutely disgusting. Like crabs in the bucket, just keep on trying to pull each other back down. No. That's not that. You're trying to destroy. You cannibalize others for content. That is the content. The content isn't, hey, let's talk about, what's going on in the world. Hey, let's make fun of stupid thoughts. Let's, laugh at some dumb stuff or whatever. The content is, let's take this guy, Bryan Dunn, and sure, we'll make fun of him for being gay. That's fine. That's what people do all the time in the real life, make fun of him for being gay and all that stuff. If you have friends in real life, especially if you're like in the blue collar sort of, work, like, what it's like out there, hanging out with those guys. I mean, they're going to call you gay. All right. All the time. And all the discussions are looking kind of like that. No, it went beyond that. It went, we're going to really investigate, really bother ourselves about his marital affairs. Who cares? He's not like in Ethan Ralph where he puts it all out there, right? Where it's on display all the time. Where he constantly, it's part of his show, part of his thing he publicly puts out there. No. This is stuff that takes like investigating through and following on Discord threads, Discord VCs, voice chats. This takes a lot of time to be really invested in someone's personal life who's not even an internet person. And some people will be like, oh, he's an internet person. Oh, he's that makes it fair game. He's not. What are you talking about? No one knows who Bryan Dunn is. No one even knows who Godwinson is. I guarantee you. Prove me wrong. Go out, and the first 10 people you see on your way to the corner store, ask them, hey, who's King of Pole? They're going to have no idea what you're talking about. They will not know who you're talking about. All right? It is crazy how much people are invested in this stuff and consumed by it when it doesn't matter. It involves people that no one cares about. No one in this sector is known except for maybe Andy Worski and PPP because they have like the biggest show. Okay, Ethan Ralph is known. People know who he is. But even that, not a whole lot of people, right? Not to where it really matters. I'm disgusted by what I see. And I'm disgusted by people who like enable it and applaud it and want more and don't see anything wrong with it. It's like, what are you, like, you enable this. This cannibalistic mentality just, it is. At first I thought the stream was going to be, I thought it was going to be fun. And then I realized, no, it's not. when Godwinson started really getting into the details of this dude's married life. And I'm sitting there listening to this while playing Mario Wonder with my kids, wondering, who cares? How is this content? Who gives a damn? The only reason why it's content is because people want to see how far you're going to go, Godwinson. They want to see what happens after you go after this guy in a way that's completely uncalled for. There is no excuse for this at all. At all. You can say whatever you want. There's just none. Like I said, an old man on the sidelines looking in. You guys are acting insane. You're going after each other. Just stop. I thought you used to be friends. And you talked about that, be like, oh, we were just acquaintances. Dude, you went way beyond. You're not just a snake. You're a cancer. You are a goddamn cancer. On all for what? What did he do? Say some things about you? Say some things about a girl that you like? Because it's just content? I get different stories about this. It doesn't really matter other than it just sounds, because it all boils down to something petty. Something petty. Extremely petty. Are you that desperate for content that you're just like, you know what? I'm going to take a guy that I used to be associates with and used to talk and used to be friendly. And you know what? I'm not just going to just make fun of him. I'm going to go dig into his married life, bring up his wife and her details on stream, and encourage people to talk to her, to tell her about all of the stuff he does. Like you're some sort of angel. Godwinson, you are horrible. Guys, but this sector is done. There's no, like, there were nukes dropped in that stream, and there's a reason why you can't have fun in this sector. You can't really talk about anyone, buzz balls, because people take it too far. Sure, I had my fair share of issues, with the Dymo. I'll go and say, man, I fucked up with the Dymo. I screwed up. I went too far. I'm going to say he went too far and things. I didn't even know what I was doing when I released those logs. I was like a kid with a gun. I had no idea how far I was going to go. I didn't even know what was in those logs all the way. You think I read every single thing? Dude, I was barely even active. I'm barely even active now on Discord. I poke around, be like, guys, what's going on? They're like, dude, where have you been? Well, despite what anyone says, I mean, I've been doing things in real life. Okay. It's like, but even saying that, even admitting that, even I have personally taken it too far, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change a damn thing, because someone like Godwinson, is this what you want? I mean, from what I understand, King of Pole was he's trying to do a Kino Dome sort of stream, like bring blood sports back, where people could just yell at each other while he's playing a game. I thought those streams were going kind of well. They seemed pretty consistent, but then they stopped, and he sounded like King of Pole. Bryan Dunn was trying to keep it to where like there was no like personal beef being brought up, just, like no family stuff. He put limits on that, which you should. Something happens. He says he's going to touch grass. Then I hear Godwinson coming out with this crazy stuff. No, first of all, it's perspicacity says something. Betrays him, which I thought they were chummy. I guess not. Like, you can't trust anybody in this sector. Everyone's a freaking snake, which I understand. I said this before, talking about the Ethan Ralph stuff. I was like, I'm a one-man wolf pack. I don't make friends, really. But it is done. It's just done. It is done. And oh man, there's nothing of value to be gained from this stuff. Like this video talking about this is only, it's not going to get even 1,000 views. There's no way. There's no way. Because no one cares about this stuff. It is a small pocket of YouTube that is the remains of an era that is long gone. It is the remains of the Kumite, the remains of internet blood sports, the remains of the kill stream. It is dead, dude. There's no growth. The only ones who made it anywhere to have it to be successful, if you want to, if money's a measure of success, would be the Kino Casino. And then some people won't like that. Some people are like, no, that's not true. Dude, it is true. You can try to deny it, but they're the ones who succeeded in all this. Because you have to be as retarded as Worski, and you have to be as level of a snake as PvP. But be able to, like, you know, appeal to mainstream and not really have any integrity. You go back on your word and stuff. You know, man. This is not a sector. This is not a pocket of the internet for anyone who like has a conscience. Anyone who is a little human, you know, who has some empathy. This sector is not fun. This sector is dead. It is decaying. It's rotting. And somehow, for some reason, for a reason of chasing, I think, this girl named Elaine, who is all sorts of toxic, vile, disgusting. She might be one of the horsemen of the apocalypse for this sector anyway. She might be death. Okay. I heard things about her. I don't want to get into it because I know she's mad crazy and won't stop if you get her I don't know, if you get her pissed off. This sector is dead, dude. Godwinson can be the king of a radioactive wasteland that he and that's what he has. Because no one's gonna have fun in here. What some people are gonna get on the Godwinson stream and be chummy with them. No, how you can trust him? No one could trust him at this point. No one could trust him. If given a choice to trust me or Godwinson, I think the Daimo would trust me over them, even though I did betray him. And it's not even worth it. This sector is so dead. There's no money in it. There's nothing but stress. There's nothing but vile. There's nothing but just rot. It consumes you. And the stuff you get invested in, you can't talk to anyone because it doesn't make any sense. If you talk about the things you talk about to these internet weirdos, to your wife, she thinks you're crazy. You talk about it with your neighbors, they think you're crazy. Talk about it with your therapist, they think you're crazy. So, I mean, it's like, it's not healthy. It's not. Godwinson is psychotic. He is mentally ill. For those that get really involved in this sector, the label would apply to everyone involved. Everyone involved, right? I'm probably a little mentally ill, right? You see my shorts lately? You seen the stuff I've been doing? The Daimo's mentally ill. Grossly's insane. Everyone's insane here. Ralph's insane. This sector's crazy. It's not a healthy, positive place. Bryan Dunn is insane. He's driven by vices, which I understand. I completely understand that. As a lot of us do. Which takes me back to what Godwinson did to Bryan Dunn, getting into the details of the stuff he was doing on the side, talking to other girls on Discord when he has a wife who's pregnant. It's like, okay, that's bad. But is it your business? I'm sorry, did he make it your business? Was he putting it out there on a stream? Was he talking about it in videos? Okay, he was doing stuff in the dark. It doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern any of you. It's not content that way at all. And if someone be like, "Oh, what about you throughout?" I'll be like, "Dude, I moved on past that, right? I'm done with that." That is not something I want to be involved in. And I see what is done to this sector. And it's just over, man. I don't see how anyone could really, like I said, trust anyone. So that is pretty much it, man. I think what Godwinson did was extremely vile, disgusting. It was beyond just betrayal. Like, if I was king of Pole, I would fly out to London, go Arab, claim to be Muslim, claim to be a refugee, and find where he lives and do what they do. You know, I don't know what it is. It could be like, playing a game. You use your imagination. Or the other thing I would do, this would be better. As any time Godwinson emerges anywhere on YouTube, just strike him down. Strike him down. Because doxing and stuff like that, like especially to that level that he did, encouraging people to go harass his wife, that's uncalled for. That's uncalled for. And you might be like, "Oh, that's against the code." Dude, we're past that. We're past that. And be like, "Oh, you might have some things to say about that behavior." Or we're way past that. To the point to where it's like, anytime that little weasel, and Godwinson is a little weasel, and he's someone that you'd punch in the face and be satisfied. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Bryan just flags him down every time. And he wouldn't be the only one. Because like that sort of behavior, what he did, is completely uncalled for. It doesn't even make any sense. And if you excuse it, you justify it, you're just as bad as he is, man. That's messed up. Anyway, is what I thought about it. My thoughts. I just want to put it out there. I don't understand. Like, as an old man on the sidelines looking at all this, I'm completely disgusted. It doesn't make any sense to me. People are just going completely bananas over here. I mean, wow. Well, I would say you guys should get your act together before before things get worse. But it's hard. It's past that. It's past that. With that said, y'all take it easy and try to chill. Really try to chill.